quiero salir, quiero llegar, quiero probar, quiero estar fuera y quiero entrar. Y una fiesta. Quiero Galicia. Todo lo que deseas, aquí se puede hacer realidad.
Atrévete a vivir.
Okay, and we are back. We are lining the bluff here at the Praia do Pantin. This is Pantin Beach here in Galicia. We're just outside of Federal City. And if you look on your far left, that is Marnella. And that's kind of the catcher's mitt to the swell that comes out of the north. You can see the whitewash kind of wrapping down from that little rock cropping on the outside. That bounces over there, and then you get these interesting, almost invisible reverberations off there that come and bounce into this like wedge left zone in the middle. That's what these finalists are going to be depending on, because we don't have a lot of rights left with this lower tide. Just got a chance to go spend 40 minutes out there feeling the tide on its way out, and it was predominantly lefts. We had these Pedro Enrique and all these guys just flying on those lefts.
Even in tiny conditions, they could throw huge.
So who's this on the beach?
It's Mr. Thiago Camarao, the shrimp.
Yep. So, yeah, it's not because he's short. It's because his last name means Camarón, and it means Camarao. Camarón in Spanish and shrimp in English. So that is why he's called shrimp. In America, we call people that are short sometimes shrimp, which that is a kind of offensive term. And not in his case, that's just his last name. So here we go. We have that tide way out. And look at that. It's just super clean and green.
So beautiful.
If you can see that kind of like top semi-U-shaped, inverted U-shaped bar, that's almost where these guys were surfing in the morning. And so look how much the tide has receded. And if you see this little rock cropping, kind of island-like rock cropping out in the middle of your screen, that is where these guys were surfing last year. They were getting a right coming off of that thing, like a point. And at the high tide heats, there was lefts that were ending up on the bottom right, all where those people are kind of hanging out in the water right there. And so we've just got this arena of different sandbars. The sand's constantly shifting because, for the most part, there is always pumping swell here. This is, I think, one of the smallest surf we've had for probably the last few contests, but still plenty for everyone, no flat days, and look at all the people down here to support this event.
This is so cool to see how many people on the hill and on the beach, and being respectful with the dunes also. There are some sides no one going to dune and nobody goes there. It's really, everybody's really respectful with the nature. And
should have seen the amount of people on the beach. You can't see it on your screen because they're just below our view, but pressed up against the bluff and against the dunes, there are thousands of people down there, and they are going to be up when we present our finalists later on. And so we're just about 15 minutes from the start of our final. And once again, if you're just joining us on the web, we are going to have a Brazil on Brazil final between Thiago Camarão in red and David Silva in white. And now you're starting to see some of the people lining the beach. But over on the far left, out of our view, there are so many people on the beach. It looks like the U.S. Open down there.
Yeah, it looks like the US Open or even Trestle somehow. When all the people are parking all along the train tracks and trying to manage their way to the beach, and from this huge packed group of people, it's like China out there.
Yeah, it looks like almost looks like the U.S. Open, except we have about 10 times more beach.
Yeah,
and
and
so
10 times more sand.
Yep, you have the same amount of crowd on a bigger beach. You've got a lot of people out in bikini bodies and getting sun out in their trunks. Super warm outside.
Yeah.
And so 14 minutes to our final. And is it going to be a 30-minute final? Do you have the call on that?
I don't have the official call on the final.
We had 30-minute semifinals. I figure the final would be just as
40.
much.
So it's
35-minute final. So
wow.
We're adding a little extra 5 minutes to make sure these guys get the chance to get some extra points.
Let's have a little quick gentle bet.
That's very generous.
Let's have a quick gentle bet on how many waves these two Brazilians can surf in 35 minutes. I would
that
say
is so crazy.
over
Why would you
30.
do that to me? Oh, yeah. I'll bet you over 30. And so in our earlier heats, early on in this competition, we had 20-minute heats.
Okay,
and
I'm saying
these guys
33.
were getting like 14 waves, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing 33. What's your call? And if
I'm-
you want to have a call at home, just use the hashtag Pantin Classic Pro on Twitter.
This guy is just wild and crazy next to me. Well, I'm going to keep it kind of mild, and I'm going to say, I guess about 29 waves surf between the two competitors.
That's sick.
And that's just because they are so relaxed and they are buddies. So they're not going to be battling each other that hard, but it is competition and there is money on the line.
But don't try to block and create interference.
So one of these guys is going to be buying the other guy a lot of beers tonight when this competition is over. And they will be in this Mao beer tent. And don't miss your chance. If you are down here in the Pantin area, you still have 12 minutes to get here to the beach. And it takes about 15 minutes from Ferrol. So if you're in Ferrol, you can make it down here, and you'll still be in the first half of this heat. So don't waste your time, and here we have on your screen.
But don't be in a rush if you want to leave, because when you want to leave here in Pantin, it's up to 1 hour during the high peak of people leaving the beach.
Yes.
So take your time.
Why would you want to leave the beach on such a beautiful day like this?
No way. Just want to stay in the Mo tent, have some beers, or some sumo sol, or if you're not into.
So this place has been pumping with people, and every night we have parties here in the Mao tent. And last night it went till 4 in the morning. And so Pantin Classic, Galicia Pro, 28th edition, presented by Zumo Sol, Turkish Airlines, Mao Beer, and Abanca, Renault. We have all these sponsors, plus the city of Ferrol.
And it's definitely a surf fest.
Yeah, it's a surf fest. It's a music
these
fest.
Spanish surf fest, yeah.
So this is a tradition, 28th year tradition.
Look at the people on the beach.
So yeah, we have people lining the beach down below, and they are soaking up the rays, getting nice and warm. And look at Junior doing front handsprings. We've got a young gymnast on our hands down there. Let's see what else we can spot. Where's Waldo?
We were gonna wait the judges' score for this last move.
Yeah, what do you score that front somersault?
I'm gonna go with a 5 on 10.
All right, yeah, it looks like his buddy's pretty stoked about that score. So we got 10 minutes until our final. And what do we have here? Hey, I know that guy.
I know this one too.
Guy. So Victor is down paparazziing us on the web.
Yo.
And so we're having a good time.
And it's dancing on the beach.
So we got some dance moves going on. Whoa, this girl's got some moves. Look at these girls are not playing around here. And so, speaking of moves, look at Thiago Camarão. He's got some nice stretch moves. And there's our live camera down there, catching the action.
Catching everything. They were even catching the Turkish Land Express sensation with that drone, mate. So
Yes.
everything is recorded.
That
All
thing,
your pop chops, all your pop shove hits are recorded.
that thing was hanging over my head, and I think that's the first time I've been in the water with a drone out there. And the
And what is the
thing,
feeling?
it's just got this cool hum to it. It's just a relaxing humming sound from the propellers. So as you notice on the beach, he has no leash, and I think David as well has no leash on his board. You have these offshore conditions.
It's, Rontel. Rontel still with his Rontel, Thiago Camarao. Oh,
One of the more narrow, rounded pin kind of tails that we've seen in this competition,
yeah.
since we've had primarily small conditions. And yeah, no leash. If you pop that thing, if you pop the thing up in the air, it's gonna actually get out farther than you, and then you just paddle back out to your board. That's perfect.
This is the Jan Thorpe session to grab the board back.
Yes. So you have just about 9 minutes. Final coming up soon. And what is that? That is our Renault Kadjar. Kadjar is their new four-wheel drive, super extreme, go anywhere.
And yeah, the VIP tent on the beach is super great.
And so down in that Kadjar booth, you can sign up to drive one of those Renault Kadjars here on this crazy extreme course that just tests out the suspension reach, the four-wheel drive. They've got a wall ride there. It looks like a skate park for cars, basically, set up here in the lot. And so there's just tons of action.
Definitely a skate park.
There's a teeter-totter for trucks. That is just the nuttiest thing I've ever seen.
Well, you didn't saw the village here in Pantin, but there's all kind of cool shops, cool animation for everybody. There is a static waves to learn how to surf with Renault Kadjar.
Yes.
You managed to try it.
Yeah, a little flow
was
rider
fun.
going down there. They're on a trailer, and like,
There's the Manu beer tent, of course. The Sumasol bar.
did you see the mechanical bull surfboard?
No, yeah, it was just in front of the Sumasol bar.
That's
is
the one.
it?
Yeah, that's the one thing that we didn't try. They have a surfboard like a mechanical
No,
bull.
I never didn't try this
And
one. I think
yeah,
it was off.
you can get bucking bronco buckaroo on that yellow surfboard and try to test your balance. So
Classic.
I've never seen so many attractions and so much going on in a contest. And I was here last year, and it has grown since last year. More sponsors, more attractions, and the only thing we didn't have this year was the skate park.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We just got informed that we're gonna have a 1 million silence due to a rally accident here in Spain yesterday. 6 people were killed while the car was driving too fast, and the people like just next to the track. And by respect, we're gonna have observe 1 minute of silence here in Pantin in their memory.
Okay, and so we're gonna do that right before the final here.
And the horn's gonna start just for the 1 minute, and sounds again to give a little shout out and just memories for them.
All right, so yeah, that's too bad, and that is in our adjacent city next to Ferrol. Not quite next to Ferrol, just down a little way, La Coruña, which is a beautiful town. And so yes, we lost 6 Spanish people. I'm guessing Spanish people in this
Yeah.
rally accident.
And
so
one pregnant woman was part of these 6 people.
oh man.
Also, 16 other people are in critical in the hospital. So just we wish memories and respect, and so rest in peace. And this minute is for you.
So I think they're going to give us a heads up. We're going to start that minute of silence, and so you guys at home will also
Have this little thought to them,
yes.
please.
And so we have 5 minutes to the start of our final. And we have that tide way out, and these guys are going to have a 35-minute final. Brazil on Brazil. Thiago Camarão. So yes, we just had a minute of silence on this complete beach area for the people who passed away, and also respect to the families and the loved ones who've lost their loved ones. So up on the hill, you see David Silva in white. And what a cordial guy, saying hello to everyone on the beach. And so he'll be working his way down the beach and down this long stretch of sand to the shoreline before getting out there. And we are just about 3 minutes from the start.
It's going to be an interesting matchup between two friends, two Brazilians in this final. Just in case you just joined us at the moment, it's David Silva on your screen with the white jersey on from Brazil with his fellow mate, Mr. Thiago Camarão in red. Two Brazilians suffered 35 minutes for this final. And at the end, 1,500 points for the winner. They will help the ranking to hope to get qualified next year for the Dream Tour.
So there we have our Jet Galicia just outside of what I think is red, waiting on his board, waiting for his buddy to paddle out. And so it looks like he's found his zone. We have the beach cleared. And so once again, 4:45, just about 10 minutes ago, was our lowest tide of the day. So within this 35 minutes, just like our previous days, like clockwork, as that tide starts creeping back in, we get some increased size, we get more consistent sets. And so, yes, the directors and the tour managers tour manager Rob Ganning has decided a good time for this final. This will be the best surf of the day, and definitely the safest time to run and assure some high scores.
Definitely.
And so we are getting close to our start, 2 minutes.
David Silva taking photos just right before his final. This is so classic and so nice from him.
Those same girls had me take a picture when I got out of the water.
Yeah, that's right.
They are loading up their memory card, I'm telling you. And so, yeah, we have nice light offshore conditions down there. We're just past our lowest tide of the day. We'll have that tide coming in, and look at this sprint to the water.
We also have you as a superstar going down to the water and during the presentation earlier. It was so classic.
I was trying to think the last time I'd ever had a jersey on. I think it was like 10 years ago. I just wanted to see if it actually fit on my fat self. I'm just kidding.
It fits perfectly on you. You know it.
Okay, we got 1 minute away from the start. And now you get the exact same view that we get if we look out the back of our window here. And this is the span of the Bay of Pantin. And this is La Factoría de Olas. And this place is like a giant catcher's mitt. So in any kind of swell that you have coming in from either direction just gets magnified and pushed into the bay and ends up breaking on this shallow, shallow sand.
Oh, such a beautiful place. Look at that.
And look how green it is. It's just amazing. And when you get out there, out in the expression session, almost got run over by a couple competitors. Opened my eyes just to make sure I wasn't going to get sliced by fins. And
yeah.
I couldn't believe how far you can see underwater. It's just amazing. It's a complete, like a swimming pool out there.
On your screen, Thiago Camarão in red.
Okay, we're going to get started here.
In 3 seconds. 1, and here is the final. Ben, we've started.
This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I know you viewers at home have as well.
Yeah.
So after 6 days of competition, these guys are charged up. And look at this battle for priority. Feet kicking. And so these guys are just saying how happy they are to go out and get in the water together because they're good friends. They stay together when they travel. But it's battle time.
It's battle time. They are still friends. Look who has priority. They're going to split the spot. No, it's Thiago Camarão opening this final with frontside blotel reverse for Thiago Camarão. How can he do that?
That's a little sneak peek of what kind of final we're going to have here. No grab, frontside air reverse, using that offshore.
I just saw him like refusing to go on the top stern and just taking some spin. I said, no, He was not. He
Let's
won't start it. He
look
won't
at
start
this.
the game.
This came down in the first 30 seconds of this final.
This is crazy.
Takes a look at the left. Nope. Here we go. I'm going to go right, and I feel this offshore is going to give me a nice soft landing, and it did.
He just saw
Nose
the
kicks
kicker.
it in the whitewash and spins it back around. So there we have an opening wave, and that decides that we have priority in white. First priority white. We'll have a score for red's opening wave. So we're only a minute and a half in, and we already have a healthy-looking score, I think.
It's gonna be a good.
No points in just yet, but one beautiful maneuver to open this up.
That's a good way to open a final, definitely. Showing the judges that you're ready to go, ready to battle. Even if David Silva is my friend, I'm gonna throw everything I got into this final.
This is the World Surf League. It's on.
Exactly, it's on, definitely. That's the hashtag, it's on. But please just send us some message using the hashtag Pantin Classic Pro on Twitter and send your photos on Instagram with the same hashtag, please.
So here we go. It looks
First opening ride for Thiago Camarao, 4.5 for the surfer in red. And here is David Silva trying to do the same on the right. And the what were not working for the last hour and a half.
That's
and here
so
he is.
amazing.
Bangs it on.
So yeah, we were just saying how they were checking out the waves before their heat, and they had seen no rights. And we kind of agreed that I think the scores are going to go down on the lefts. And there are opening 2 rides of this heat are rights. And so it just shows you the constantly changing conditions. And that's just happened within the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or the last 20 minutes, I'm sorry. And we had predominantly lefts less than a half an hour ago.
And now, first 2 rides are 2 rights. It is the beauty of Pantin, and its spot is changing all the time. Nuno Jone, the legend, alongside Mr. Vicente, former mayor of the city on Pantin.
Yeah, he's the mayor of Ferrol, which is this is one of the
My bad.
was the mayor of Ferrol. I'm sorry,
former,
and he is just the heart and soul of this competition. He he's a surfing pioneer of this area, and he's been the heart keeping this tradition going for 28 years. And so he is the
That's remarkable.
he's the cheerleader of the surfing Ferrolano.
Here's the last from Thiago Camarao, taking up some speed there. Thiago, quick top setup turn in the front second, and then kick out to gain priority.
So you can see how he's getting a little smaller score for his first ride. So we'll have white score in just a minute, 3.0.
Here's right on his forehand. Used snap in the beginning of the wave. Bangs it on again, pushing as hard as he can on the back foot to pass the board and the back foot in front, and managed to recover on the first one to gain a lot of speed, and it's a second time.
There's Jeremy Sockel, one of our judges here from Florida in the United States.
Yeah.
And
you've got Geoff Malley on the back.
Yep, we've got our line of judges. These guys have been working harder than anyone.
Just behind him, Marcos Cuito.
So David Silva's second score in, 2.0. So right now, 30 minutes remaining. First priority red. David Silva's in second place. He needs a 3.51. And so here we have a little lull in the sets here, and not a problem. 30 minutes is a ton of time to get a couple scores, especially if you're as active as these 2 guys.
Yeah, first priority sits with Thiago. Here he is paddling, I guess. Yes, he is. On the right again, Thiago in red. Take quick setup turn there. Oh, nice roundhouse cut back. Just hit the foam, but was stuck in it.
Yep.
Little quick warm up.
Quick warm up, but we have stronger offshore conditions than we did in the morning. So anything above the lip is going to be a little risky of not getting back into it. And look at Nuno up and close.
The voice, the one and only Nuno Jone alongside Diogo.
And there on the in those blue bottles is the Solán de Cabras, and this is the Spanish mineral water that we've been drinking all week long, and presented by Mao.
Here is Mr. David Silva on his backhand. Oh, really vertical his first turn there. Nice bottom turn, hitting the foam, trying to find a connection to inside section. He's tapping like nobody else. Oh, look at this.
Goodness. He's going to make it across that.
Oh my goodness!
That was crazy.
Oh, no kidding. And, oh, DRN 3. No.
Wow, what just happened here? So, in the words of Leandro Osuna, he se mató muchas cucarachas. Muchísimas. ¿Cómo se mató cucarachas? Haciendo conexión desde afuera por adentro. So, we had Leandro Osuna, the biggest, most vibrant character that we've had in this contest. We had him in the booth. We had him as a guest last year.
So much
and,
fun.
he said in Spanish, we call it the Huntington hop in California, when you're trying to hop and get some air under your board and just try and get across flat spots and make it to a kind of a shallower spot where the wave stands up again. In Spanish, they call it killing cockroaches because you're slapping the board down. And so it's matando cucarachas. That's your Spanish lesson for this 2 minutes.
We're going to watch Matando Cucarachas again then, I guess. Here is David Silva.
I'm looking forward to that. So
vertical.
Big under the lip, really inverted hit. And here we go. Matando, 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 matando cucarachas hasta the reform on the inside. And here he goes. Whack. Look at all the speed he gets.
Oh, yeah, and starting on his back and finishing on his forehand. This is impressive surfing there.
Basically, he was just a motorboat. There was no wave there. He literally hovered across. He's on a hoverboard.
And he's back again on his board. On his forehand, first upturn, looking on the right, on the left. Oh, second snap, but he just passes behind the lip.
So we do have...
Quick overview there.
Yeah, we have this... when the sets come through, it puts in a little bit of water on the sandbar. When the in between the sets, that water dissipates again, and then we have it standing up a little bit more. And so that one ended up in some deep water, ever changing, and you can see just the light coming from the sand below the face.
And you see the official timer. This is the ticking clock.
Yep, and
we've been using every heat.
You see how on the top it's set to 35 minutes. So that sets how long the heat's going to be. It's on auto right now. You turn it on auto. That starts the horn for the start. And at the end, it will give 2 blows, letting these finalists, or letting any heat know that the heat is over. And so these guys have 26 minutes and 23 seconds on that clock right now.
2 scores needed for David, and we're going to have a third one waiting for him. Ooh, second turn, and again, could not connect this time.
Okay, so that time the cockroaches won. And so 26 minutes remaining, first priority red. And so we have Thiago Camarão in red. He is in the lead right now, but we have that score for white.
Here it is.
5.83 for that previous wave. We got 2 more scores coming in for him. So that was his third wave where he really, I think that was the one he killed the cockroaches on. I'm not sure. We have so many scores coming in. 5.83 is his top score either way. He just jumped into first. 3.0 for his backup score. Thiago Camarão, 4.50 and 2.0. So red now needs a 4.34. First priority red, second priority white. We still have 25 minutes left.
Yeah, okay.
So now, as far as the clock goes, we have exactly as much time as we had in those semifinals. So they have the same chance to rack up the points that they did in the semifinals. And already, look at all the scores. And waves ridden.
This is Racho from Australia looking through the binoculars to see the priority with Nuno, the Portuguese judge. And they are all drinking Solán de Cabra's water.
So we're 5 minutes into this heat.
So
and
it's clean.
So Chris was trying to be a gambler and guess how many waves would be ridden in this heat. So far, we have 8 waves in 5 minutes. And so, yeah, was this your guess right here?
Yeah, 33. I got 33 waves.
Okay, so we're gonna see how many waves are ridden by the end of this 30-minute heat. Right now, we got 24 minutes and 28 seconds. First priority red, second priority white. Once again, David Silva in white. He is in the lead by 2.33 points. Thiago Camarão has a 4.50 and a 2.0. He needs a 4.34. And so we have this small break in the sets right now. And
the wind is pushing hard, eh?
Yep, we keep getting these little gusts coming through.
Here is David Silva on his forehand. tapping a lot to get some speed. Bangs, frontside and reverse.
Nice soft landing.
Both are really in the ears into the air. Woo! At their ears into the air. Sorry.
So I love how they use this offshore to pop the tail up. And if we didn't have the factor of this offshore, let's take a little closer look. These aren't really powerful ramps that they're popping off of, and so it's about 70% wind.
So much ease.
And 30% ramp on that. 23 minutes.
They're
First priority red now.
They are throwing airs out of nowhere.
And so we are going to keep it fun for ourselves here in the booth, and I'm going to scribble down my guess for that score.
Oh.
So his backup score was
the first frontside reverse for Thiago Camarão was a 4.5, right?
Yep, so that's a smaller wave.
And here is Thiago Camarão on his forehand on the right again. And, top turn. Vertical, but we didn't show the nose of the board.
Yep, just what we were saying is with that offshore, anything that gets up towards the lip is going to stick them to the lip and make it harder to come back in. And so...
Hey, you're going to glue them to the lip.
That one definitely glued him to the lip.
No priority at the moment, no priority. So
we have a 107 for Red's last wave. That's going to be a throwaway.
Here's David Silva trying to tap again.
He's going to burn up a lot of calories in this heat trying to do that. 22 minutes and 30 seconds.
Oh, it's his
First
final
priority
day.
Red.
He knows he has no comp since, in the next day he only has Casablanca coming in a few days.
Wow, and the wind is cooking up here on the bluff. I hope it's not as strong down there on the beach. And so the two last scores for White, 0.37 and 2.33. Here's your scores up on the top. David Silva in White, he has a total of 9.33 points. Thiago Camarão has a total of 6.50 points. And you can see his needs score, 4.84. And so that's a pretty achievable score. We still have 22 minutes. And look at the corduroy texture. We have lines coming in here. It's going to be up to these guys to get the best of those lines and be in the right spot where it pops up on the sandbar.
Definitely. First priority sits with red, Thiago Camarão. Second priority, white.
So red.
And, just a quick look for David Silva in white on the left of your screen. The judges really focus on this final as we are, and you are at home. And here is David on up and running.
All right, White up and running. Nice wall to deal with here. Banks that one. Once again, there's that deep spot, and see, I think we figured out after that first one, he's just given up on that section.
Yeah, now you've learned just. Yeah,
he's completely over the piscina de cucarachas. He doesn't want anything to do with it anymore. And so 21 minutes. First priority red.
This is Thiago Camarão up and running on the right again. The right seems to finally work today for the final heat and second turn. Spraying a lot of water behind and making the connection. Here he is, doubling and bangs it on the re-entry on the inside section. Nice wave finish to the shore.
So yes, these two Brazilian friends are having a heated conversation here and answering back to each other. First priority White, 20 minutes remaining. And so Red needed a 4.84 before that last ride. We will see the replay and have his score coming in pretty soon here. And what do you think? Think you got it?
No, I think
You're not playing that game, right?
No.
Okay,
no,
good.
this one is just looking at Yannick Serran and Iker and Racho. Iker looking at the binoculars to observe the surfers and give the right priority to Racho.
So really relaxed final here, and a lot of it has to do that these two guys are friends, but we saw so many situation calls throughout this contest, and these guys are just kind of surfing and having fun out there.
Yeah, last off White during he was saying that 3.93. Now Thiago needs a 5.27, but waiting for the last of Thiago. At the moment, 9 waves surfed for David Silva and only 4 waiting for the 5th score for Thiago Camarão. Some set are coming through. Diogo looking at the lineup behind us. And here is David Silva on his forehand. Frontside blow tail. And that's it. No reverse.
There's another Another risky thing about the aerial maneuvers is the more offshore you have and the higher you get, the more you risk landing in the back of the wave. And that one he did. He landed up over the lip, and that wasn't going to let him back. Trying to get busy again and hop right back in there. First priority, white.
And under what priority? Here it is. Thiago Camarao trying to find the 5.27 he need to pass first again. And he's connecting again, changing direction to his backhand. Wow, and really critical and vertical re-entry there from Thiago Camarao.
I like the little board toss at the end there, making sure he got that thing on the outside of his body.
Diogo and I he does remind us your last tricks during the express sensation.
Yeah.
Zach.
Classic.
Ooh.
18 minutes remaining, and we have a hefty score coming in for red.
I think there's a good score coming, for red.
Wow, so I think we're going to see things switching around, and as Chris was just saying, David Silva's second to last wave gave Thiago Camarao a 5.27 need score, and so popped up his job just a hair, and we see that answer back coming in now, and we're going to see what red's last wave got him.
Yeah, Ben, absolutely. And I was up there just a minute ago watching that wave from Thiago, and I swear to God, from the outside, the amount of water that he throws with those hits, it's just absolutely incredible. I think we are watching Thiago's return to where he belongs, the spotlight. Last of red, it's here. It's a 73, the best wave of the final so far, Ben. So exciting.
Yeah, and that spray, even when there's no wind, the spray flies like crazy. Now we have the little extra explosiveness, the little extra flair from the offshore. It's pretty pleasing to watch.
Absolutely, and this is the replay from Thiago's last wave.
Yeah, so he didn't have to work nearly as hard as David's to get over that lump. Did you see the Matando Cucarachas?
Oh, it's crazy how much
so
tapping
rad.
that was going on. That was like dancing almost, huh?
Yeah.
But it's crazy how good these two surfers are.
Yeah, they're both really, really talented and also really distinct styles.
Oh, absolutely.
They don't surf similarly in any way.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no favorites in this final. But in Pantin, I knew David Silva before, and he's one of the up-and-coming Brazilians in the rankings. But Thiago suddenly disappeared 2 years ago. He went under surgery 2 times on his hips, and then on his ACL. He ruptured his ACL, and he's back in action. And I think we are watching the return of Shrimpy.
We're seeing some top secret information right here. You guys are lucky at home. No one's supposed to see that, are they?
Yep.
Luckily, I think that was a wave that was already ridden, so we don't get to see what scores are coming in right now.
Absolutely. Last of red, 383, so it doesn't go on Thiago's top 2, but Thiago Camarao, if he wins, which I don't know, either way, if David Silva wins, what happens is that it's the showing up and confirmation that David is one to watch in the WQS rankings with that Brazilian contingent, and David is one of the leading guys. If Thiago wins, it's the return of Thiago Camarao. I know it's a 1500s, but Thiago has been away for so long, 2 surgeries and all. I mean, either way, we're going to be so happy. Those are 2 great stories on each side. It's going to be fun.
No, and seeing someone who's been through that much medical work coming this strong has got to be a really bright light for anyone else who's injured. I was just injured a bit ago. And
you feel inspired?
Yeah, I feel really inspired. If you can come back that strong, that just shows you how our medical technology is going also to bring someone back that strong. And let's see how strong he is on this one.
Going right.
He's looking for that little inside setup, slashing it back. And there is La Piscina de Cucarachas again.
Absolutely. And Thiago didn't have priority, so he could use that wave. No questions asked and no worries. And David needing a 6.5. I would say that in these conditions, it's not easy, but if someone can do it, that's David. He has been posting big scores all contest long, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see David and Thiago get some new scores on the board too. But Thiago, yeah, that La Piscina de Cucarachas, El Pozo también, as we
El
say.
Pozo.
El Pozo. And I'm just going to give a quick word in Portuguese since we have two Portuguese guys in the final.
I think we have a lot of Brazilian people watching right now. Throw it out there, mister.
Absolutely. And, e agora temos então dois brasileiros na água, dois paulistas de São Paulo, claro, Tiago Camarão e o David Silva. O David começou muito forte com aquele 5,83, mas o Tiago agora respondeu há 3 ondas atrás com um 7,83. É muito engraçado porque, por um lado, temos o David, que é um dos novos porta-estandartes da bandeira brasileira, um dos mais jovens a aparecer nos rankings e a conseguir aqueles bons scores, e mais um da Brazilian Storm. E por outro lado temos o Tiago Camarão, que esteve lesionado, foi operado na anca, foi operado no joelho e agora está a voltar. E reparem, eles são tão amigos que estão a falar dentro d'água. Isto é uma história fantástica. Se ganhar o Tiago, é o regresso do Tiago Camarão, o Shrimpy, um surfista muito acarinhado que esteve perto do Tour. Se perder, é o David Silva que vai estar na liderança e a representar a Brazilian Storm. E agora vamos de volta para o inglês. Up and riding, that's red. Poor wave choice, but still, no worries.
Dude, your sexy score just jumped up like 10 notches in my book. You are no longer sister, you are mister. And here we go, 12 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. That was very cool.
Thank you very much. We have to do those little translations and little switches between Portuguese and English so that everyone at home can understand what's going on, since Tiago and David come from Brazil, obviously.
I love it. I'm sure their families appreciated that, as well as their fans watching us in Brazil. Thank you for joining us on this World Surf League on the web. We're down to 12 minutes and 15 seconds remaining.
It's a super cool
This is
team,
our
though.
final. And sadly, this is going to be our last heat of this event. I can't believe how quick this week has gone by.
Oh yeah, 5 days, 6 days already. Damn.
And so there's the drone that's
Time's
been...
fly by with you guys.
Speaking of flying by, look at that drone flying by. That thing has been flying every day for hours. I don't know how many batteries they've gone through, but it's a good thing because we have such good highlights videos and you'll have more to see. And so here's 11 minutes and 45 seconds remaining.
They have 8 batteries for the drones.
8 batteries.
Yeah,
Where
yesterday
are you
night.
getting this information?
I was in the production yesterday and they were charging them.
You are just wild.
I was
I
just.
thought you had some secret earphone.
No,
The voice
no,
of
no,
God.
no, no.
11 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
I was-
Thiago Camarão right now is in the lead. He has a 7.83 and a 4.50. And David Silva, second place, needs a 6.51. And all those little specks of black that you see out there, those are people downlining the shoreline right now. 11 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. And first priority white, second priority red. And we have had a heated heat. These guys are having a spicy conversation with each other, answering back constantly. And they're using some firm words.
Definitely. 7.83. Top score of the final so far for Thiago Camarão in red, as you can see on your screen. He has a 4.5 back at Thiago. In white, David Silva is second. He has a 5.83 and a 3.93. He needs a 6.51. Still 10 minutes and 30 seconds for him to find a nice gem and score 6.51 at least.
So
Huge north wind.
We are watching this aluminum frame of our tent just flex in the wind right now. And speaking of flexing, here we go. David Silva really running away from his buddy over here. And so first priority white, second priority red. And so live action.
You might have
we
seen
are
something.
looking.
You might have seen something interesting, David. And here he is on his backhand. Oh, first floater. Oh, really vertical on the second one, and that's it. And just behind him, this is Thiago Camarão on his forehand on the right. 2. Just quick look and back to gain priority for Thiago. As he.
Oh, we're getting a sneak peek, aren't we?
Oh yeah. This is not something you're gonna see
Oh,
many
I
often.
can see it coming in right there.
This is
That was Red's last wave that he's scoring right now, and
throwaway.
1.07. That's a throwaway. He's still in the lead, but we have a score that's going to come in soon for David Silva's last ride. 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, and
And he needs a 6.51, David, to grab the lead back over Thiago Camarão do Brasil.
so first priority red, and David's going to get back out in the lineup. We'll have 9 minutes left of this final. And so we have gone through 2/3 already. We've had 19 waves surfed. I'm sorry, 20 waves surfed. We still have that 20th wave score ready to come in for White. And this replay will be White. Here he goes, off the bottom, hangs it up high, gets up and under that thing. And you see him trying to get a little bit more out of that little deep spot. And so White needed a 6.51 before that ride. We'll have that score coming in just a moment. First priority Red, second priority White. 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. And as you can see, the fluff coming off the lips. We have a firm offshore right there. So that's the first time I've actually seen that. The priority judge, little coins right there.
Oh, that's cool. And 8 minutes remaining. Priority sits with Thiago Camarao.
All right, so we got 8 minutes remaining of this final, and we are already prepping things up down on the beach. So Red, that's the first situation call that I've heard, and here we go, White. Look at that big rail turn, snapping it back.
Zach again in the middle
So
of the
this
wave.
is not easy. He's really fighting the wind here.
Yeah, 4.87 for the last of David, not enough.
So things are getting a little more pepped up. And what did I just see with the cameras right there?
I don't know. You have.
I think he had like 9 GoPros lined up.
Yeah,
Maybe we
something
have
like-
this morphing thing that he's going to do. I can't wait to see those shots.
Wow. I mean, the team responsible of all the post-production for images.
As you can see on the top left of our screen.
It's like slow motion, full. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the Matrix effect. This is
Yes.
called like this, the Matrix effect, because for the first time it was used for the movie Matrix. But I don't know. It's bullet time effect. Here it is.
You are so wise. 2.67 is the throwaway score that White just got. He still has a 5.83 and a 4.87, and now he's hustling.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the microphone back to Diogo. He's gonna do maybe a little Polish Portuguese for those Brazilian and Portuguese watching at home. But there is David Silva up and running, front side, nothing. Unfortunately, and he has the Michael Phelps moment to grab the ball back. Here it is.
Actually, I'm going to pass the microphone to this cool Portuguese speaker next to me, Diogo, because I need to go down to the stage where we're going to get our presentation ready for these guys. We're almost out of... All right, well, we're going to pass it on just for the Portuguese call, and then I'm going to get my microphone back. We still got 6 minutes before I got to head down there.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Sexy Japanese American.
A little roundup in Português, então a coisa agora está um pouco mais difícil para o David. O David está sem a segunda prioridade, aliás, está sem a prioridade está com o vermelho. O Tiago está na frente com um 7.83 e um 4.5. O David em segundo com aquele 5.83, um 4.87. Aquela última tentativa de aéreo não deu certo para o David. Ele continua procurando um 6.5. Então 5 minutos e 30 e La Factoria de Olas, a fábrica de ondas, como se diz aqui na Galiza, ainda vai dar uma oportunidade com certeza aos dois surfistas. Vamos ver o que é que vai acontecer, porque as coisas vão acontecer muito boas. De certeza para os dois surfistas, vamos ver. De qualquer forma já é um ótimo resultado para os dois.
As Nuno Jone is giving the scores to the surfers in the lineup. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes. Here they are, the scores with priority on the right, the time clock on the top right, and the results of the previous heats.
5 minutos para o final da manga. 5 minutes, Chris, and
Yep.
things are heating up for David, huh?
Yeah, I'm just stoked because I was just thinking about one thing. The three of us guys are speaking 5 languages. During these 6 days, we managed to speak 5 languages, the three of us. That's so cool. I mean, I
Yeah.
love the fact that it's an international live, and just would like to be really thankful for you two to be here this year. It's such an amazing moment. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. And you're right, things are getting spicier. This is the last 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Priority with Thiago Camarão in red. David Silva still have to work to find a 6.51 he needs to pass first.
Yeah, absolutely. We're still waiting for some opportunities for Tiago and David.
Racho with the binoculars in the judges' tower. The legendary Racho from Australia. Oh, he's so cool. This man is a legend too.
And it looks like there's lines coming, Ben, and it looks like there might be some opportunities for both Tiago. Oh no, that's a mistake. Tiago just lost priority. Priority is now with White. Uh-oh, danger zone.
Danger zone all over again.
All right, so it's danger zone passes me the mic. This is getting heated. 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. And first priority White, second priority Red. So White has been after a 6.51 for a little while here. His last two scores, 2.67 and 1.23 were throwaways.
You have so many GoPro he had in the water. I just counted. There's 8 GoPros in this middle bar.
So that is going to be 8 frames of Matrix action.
Oh, that's gonna be huge and great. Highlight of the days, guy.
So we got just under 3 minutes remaining. And here we go. Tiago backside, tapping it up under the lip. This looks like a pretty good one. Throwing the tail out a little bit on that next one. And this is starting to feed. It's starting to get that little, there's the deep spot where it is going to stop. And so he's just trying to defend his position right now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And these judges feel
Nice
pretty
trick with
confident
the
about what happened there.
Nice trick with the Solon de Cabras water to adjust the.
Here we go. Up under the lip,
machine.
tapping that one. Nice vertical approach, drifting the fins out. Little foam ball climb, and he was looking for one more place for it to reform, and it didn't.
He's trying to improve into better 4.5. Tiago at the moment.
What do you think? Do you think you got it?
I'm gonna say no.
Wow.
What do you say?
That's negative. I'm just kidding. We have just under 2 minutes remaining. There is our timer, 1 minute and 54 seconds, excuse me. And yes, we are on auto. 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining. First priority White. And once again, second priority Red. Here's that score right now. And so, yes, he does up his backup score, 4.97. And so Red is now in the lead with a 7.83 and 4.97.
80 seconds. 80 seconds in this final.
Meaning David Silva needs a 6.98, 1 minute and 15 seconds. And White has first priority, second priority Red. And Red is on his heels now.
60 seconds in this final.
Yep, you can see him stopping to listen for the call. And it looked like he was calling for a time call.
And here's Nuno Jonet, the legendary.
All right, 45 seconds. And, yep, Nuno's on it, man. He has a timer. Red wants the situation. He wants to hear what his last wave was. First priority White, second priority Red, and 35 seconds remaining.
At the moment, situation, Red is in the lead, second, White.
Look at these guys.
This is so nice to see.
That's what I'm talking about. These boys came on vacation with each other, and both are stoked because when your best buddy wins, you win too. 15 seconds remaining, and yep, they're going to leave it like that. That is so cool. So here you go. Unofficially, here we go. 3 seconds.
And
it's over, and we have our Pantin Classic Galicia Pro number 28 champion from Brazil, Tiago Camarão. And I'm going to let our Portuguese master take it on.
Parabéns, Tiago Camarão, uma vitória fantástica do surfista brasileiro que tem estado em super forma neste campeonato. Ele está, sem dúvida, endiabrado e vai agora para os Açores e etc. com este grande resultado. Congrats, Tiago, what an amazing result. Congrats also to David Silva, who did amazing all contest long. So, by far, two of the best surfers in this event. No questions asked. And Tiago, look at him go. How happy he is. He is amazing stuff in the water from the surfer in red, Tiago Camarão. Congrats also to David. Parabéns, Tiago. Parabéns, David. Que grande campeonato destes dois surfistas.
6 days with this team. I mean, best time ever.
All right, well, look how happy that guy is.
Safe drive.
And so, as our boy Diogo had mentioned, that he had been out of surgery, out of competition for a couple years, and look what a comeback. And so,
Yeah, 2 surgeries, right?
yeah, 2 surgeries and an ACL, something like that.
Wow.
And here we go, Jet Galicia getting the shot.
Congrats to both of them.
It looks like they're going to hitch a ride.
Yeah,
They must be worn out from matando so many cucarachas.
Look at the crowd forming a line next to the water contest zone.
So all of those heads that you see down there on the beach. Oh, yeah. That is the shot of the day. That's like riding on the chariot all the way back in. This is so cool.
I think we're going to have some great feature of this final with the filmmaker and his 8 GoPro. I think it's Armando from Westphalia Digital Nomads. Hashtag SoulBoardFilm. Go have a look on Instagram and Twitter. Hashtag SoulBoardFilm.
So Red almost doing a bomb drop into the shore break. There's the Brazilian flag. People are so charged up.
He's so happy. Thiago Camarão, the Brazilian flag, is floating over Pantin.
Oh, man. And so this has been an amazing 6 days last year as well. And we are going to have another great competition, I'm sure, next year. We're so glad all these viewers stuck with us.
Victor Bernardo is cheering also on the right, holding the Brazilian flag. You have Pedro, I think Enrique. Yeah, Binho Lopez with the black hat.
Yeah, so we've had a lot
All
of
the friends.
Brazilians in this competition. And unfortunately for them, these were the only 2 that made it. But look how stoked they are that one of their fellow countrymen is the official champion of
And
this.
look at David. He's also, yeah, everybody's cheering. The whole Brazilian crew, they're such a frat. The whole of them are friends. They are so traveling together, staying together. But here it is, Yo Pantin, 2015 champion. And it's Thiago Camarão in red. Congrats to Mr. David Silva in white. Both of them just put an amazing performance during these 6 days of competitions.
And there is our security, Oscar from Coquetres. He is going to clear the line for them to come up to our presentation area.
Binho Lopez holding the right leg of Thiago Camarão. This is Victor Bernardo holding David Silva's left leg. So cool to see the Brazilian team there.
So we've got people walking by with the Mao beer right out of the draft.
Oh, this is so cool to see.
We're going to go welcome these guys down at the presentation area. This has been an amazing event, and we thank all of our World Surf League viewers for sticking with us for these 6 days. We've had amazing women's heats, and here is the finish. Our champion, Thiago Camarão from Brazil, and he is charged up. I have a feeling we're going to see him back here next year.
Definitely. And both of them, we're going to see both of them next year, for sure.
So
thanks a lot to Diogo, to Nuno, to all the production crew, to all the judges, the WSL, to all the partners, Mau Beer, Coca-Cola, Turkish Airlines.
And very importantly, Vicente Sari for being our heart of this contest and making this possible and keeping the tradition alive here in Galicia Surfing. And this is how it ends. Thiago Camarão, so stoked.
So stoked, yeah.
And David, just about as stoked as a second place can ever get, because that is a good buddy. And now you can see all the people on the beach here.
And first place, 1,500 points for Mr. Thiago Camarão. And second place is 1,125 points for Mr. David Silva. So there's a lot of beer going to flow tonight in the moat.
This has been your Pantin Classic Galicia Pro number 28.
Presented by Sumo Sol and Turkish Airlines. Thanks a lot to Solen de Cabras Water. And all the sponsors, Renault Kajar, all the sponsors present here who are here, making this year an even better contest than the previous ones. Thanks a lot to all the judges. Thanks a lot to the WSL for making this possible year after year. And see you next year.
Yeah. We haven't had the official close just yet. We are going to thank all of the people here in Galicia for having us. And we hope you welcome us back again next year. This is going to be another event, and we haven't missed 28 years, so you can bet we're going to have number 29 once again next summer. And so thank you so much to everyone. Thank you to all of our sponsors for making this possible.
Thank you to the city of Ferrol.
And that is your Pantin Classic, Galicia Pro, number 28. This has been a heck of an event, and we thank all of you viewers at home for sticking with us for these 6 days. And we will see you guys again next year here.
Definitely.
And so thank you, Chris Bardot, for a great 6 days. Thank you for Diogo.
Thank you, Benoit. Thank you, Diogo. Thank you, Nuno. Thank you, all the crew here, all the production side.
And I think we are going to fade on.
Look at this spot. So crowded a few minutes ago, and recovering his beauty. It has been a hell of a week here in Pantin. We wish most swell and more wave next year, of course. And both competitors are making their way to the podium for the ceremony. And we'll be back next year for sure. Stay with us to watch the ceremony.
So we are going to wrap this on up because we have to head down and receive these guys down on the beach at the ceremony table and ceremony stage, I'm sorry. So everyone on the beach, if you're watching us on your smartphone, get off that sand, put a shirt on, and get over to the presentation ceremony. We're going to get that started in just a moment. And that was your final for this 28th Pantin Classic. Thank you guys so much. We will go to commercial. We'll see you guys again next year. Wish you were here with us now. Thank you so much.
Quiero salir. Quiero llegar. Quiero probar. Quiero estar fuera. Y quiero entrar. Y una fiesta. Quiero Galicia. Todo lo que deseas, aquí se puede hacer realidad.
Atrévete a vivir.
Se encuentra aquí Tomás Paz Soaje. Comprobamos primero, comprobamos la Un momentito, que suba aquí arriba Sonia Menedo, representante de Turkish Airlines, por favor, ahí al centro, para entregarle a este hombre ese billete que te puede llevar a cualquier destino del mundo. En el centro, por favor, ahí, en el centro, que te aplauda todo el mundo, te vas a poder ir a donde quieras. Tendrás para elegir 279 destinos. Que nuestro patrocinador, enséñaselo al público, enséñaselo. Bueno, Turkish Airlines va a hacer feliz a este hombre que se va a poder ir. Yo lo miraría, es un premiazo, ¿eh? Ha levantado la mano y ha dicho soy yo, pero bueno, ahora comprobaremos la identidad. Muchas gracias, se ha emocionado y es normal. Fuerte el aplauso para ellos también, fuerte el aplauso para nuestro patrocinador, Turkish Airlines. Gracias, gracias. Bueno, vamos a ir ya con esos agradecimientos que el Pantin Classic quiere hacer. Ayer ha hecho en la entrega de premios de féminas. Y hoy queremos hacerlo, lo primero, pues a un hombre que lleva 10 años trabajando en este campeonato. Es esa mención muy especial a un tío muy profesional, alguien que ha trabajado codo con el Pantin Classic de Galicia Pro durante 10 años, como decía, y que siempre ha aportado en su entrega, su espíritu y constructivo, el impulso y el crecimiento del campeonato. Además, bueno, hoy es su cumpleaños, con lo cual pediríamos un fuerte aplauso para Raúl Hernando de Last Lap. Vamos, se lo entregas. Le entrega el trofeo Marcos, alma mater y organizador de este campeonato, a Raúl Hernando. Gracias, Raúl. Esperamos que sigas unos cuantos años más con nosotros. Bueno, no voy a pedir que le canten el cumpleaños feliz, pero... ¿sí? ¿Nos atrevemos? Venga, súbete, Raúl. Súbete a la de 3. 1, 2, 3. ¡Cumpleaños! Bien, bien, gracias, de verdad, gracias. No le hacemos pasar un rato tampoco así. Ahora pido que suba aquí arriba para entregar el siguiente agradecimiento a don Vicente, una de las grandes voces. Don Vicente Irisarri, por favor, suba aquí arriba, le entregamos, porque queremos que él, se lo damos a él, para que le haga entrega, don Vicente, a un tío que también se lo merece mucho este reconocimiento. Un abrazo muy especial a un gran surfista que forma parte esencial del campeonato, que ha participado en el Pantin Classic Galicia Pro en 23 ocasiones, desde la primera vez en 1991, que se ha subido 8 veces al podium, 2 de ellas como campeón. Desde Euskadi, nuestro gran Eneco Acero. Delante, Eneco. Ese aplauso fuerte para este hombre que ha hecho también grande el Pantin Classic. 2 grandes historias se encuentran aquí arriba. Vicente, como decimos, voz y alma mater de este campeonato, y Eneco. Gracias a los dos por estar con nosotros aquí. Y ahora ya vamos a pedir a Ben Way que se acerque por aquí. Ben, buenos días, ¿qué tal? Voy a subir al resto de autoridades, con tu permiso. Don Jesús Saez, responsable Trade Marketing de MAU, por favor. También Rob Canning, Tour Manager de la WSL. Don Jorge Suárez, alcalde de Ferrol, por favor. Erta Alpline, por favor, también. Gracias. Y don Alberto González, alcalde de Valdoviño, para la entrega de premios. Y ahora ya, Ben, esto es todo tuyo, hermano.
Ok, muchas gracias. Bueno, gracias a todos por un día, súper gran día. Y ahora tenemos el entrego de premios. Primero voy a llamar a los competidores. Pedro Enrique, por favor, súbete aquí. Gran aplauso para Pedro Enrique. Y también Ethan Egren. Bueno, siguiente, David Silva. Y finalmente, nuestro campeón desde 28, Pantin Classic Galicia Pro, Tiago Camarao. Ok, hoy tuvimos un día muy largo de competencia y saben que antes del final tuvimos un expression session de los de Turkish Airlines y entregamos el vuelo del mejor vuelo, the Super Flying Pedro Enrique, y va a entregar un vuelo a cualquier parte del mundo que vuele Turkish Airlines. This is Turkish Airlines. They have the most flights within Europe of any other airline. And va a entregar Ertan Alpay a Pedro Enrique ese vuelo. ¿Qué? Bueno, nadie me dice nada. Ok, vamos a pasar aquí a frente para que tomen unas fotos. Para los de prensa, nada más, perdón. Primero el Pedro Enrique y el Ertan. Perdón. Tenemos que tomar las fotos para los de Turkish, por favor. Espera, que aguantan. Bueno, un gran aplauso para Pedro Enrique. Perdón. Okay, now we had a tie for third place. En tercer lugar tenemos dos competidores. Primero, bueno, otra vez, Pedro Enrique. En tercer lugar, all right. Y entrega Jesús Sáez de Marketing Mau su premio. Pedro Enrique, gran aplauso. Y también en tercer lugar, Ethan Eguguren. Y entrega su premio Rob Ganning, Tour Manager of WSL. Y ahora los dos finalistas. En segundo lugar, David Silva. Y entrega su premio, alcalde de Ferrol, Jorge Suárez. Gran aplauso. Y ahora nuestro campeón del Galicia Pro Pantin Classic number 28, el camarón, Tiago Camarao. Gran aplauso. Y entrega su premio Alberto González, alcalde de Valdoviño.
Bueno, primero...
Camarón, primero tu premio. Aguanta. Y que me guardas un poco. Ok, and here we have alcalde de Valdoviño. Se entrega su premio. Sí. Okay, and we are going to do a small, vamos a hacer las entrevistas con los competidores. Ethan, third place. ¿Cómo estuvo este año en Pantin?
Hola, buenas tardes a todos. Nada, dar las gracias a la organización por hacer un campeonato tan guapo. Y también las gracias a mi familia, a mi entrenador Aritz, a mi hermano Julen, a todos mis amigos y a mis patrocinadores. Y bueno, felicidades a todos, sobre todo a Tiago. Y nada, nos vemos el año que viene.
All right, gran aplauso. Gracias, Ethan. Siguiente, el que tiene el vuelo en cualquier parte del mundo. ¿Vas a visitarme en Japón? A ver, a ver, a ver. Ok, Pedro Enrique. And good job surfing. ¿Y cómo estuvo el evento?
I'm so happy to be here again on the podium. That means a lot to me because like working for more than a year to qualify to the primes first and then back to the CT. That's my goal, and I know it's a hard way and heavy way. We need to train a lot. We need to, like be focused all the time. That's really hard, and that's the part of the tour. And I'm so stoked to be here. Like, congratulations, Camarão. Congratulations, DVD. And Ethan, like, it's super hard to be here. Like, we need to be, like, to beat most of these guys. Like, they are super heavy. And that's it. Like, that's super good. Let's keep improving, keeping training, and let's see what's happening for the next.
Thank you so much. Gran aplauso. Y para los que no entendieron el inglés, dice que estaba luchando casi un año para calificarse para el WQS y su goal es para ingresar al WCT y que vino y tuvimos un gran evento y así que hay muchos competidores muy pesados, muy heavy, muy peligroso, pero aquí está en el stand con nosotros y vas a ingresar el que viene. Are you coming next year?
I think so, for sure.
Bueno, aquí te esperamos. Gran aplauso. And here we have David Silva, second place. ¿Cómo estuvo el evento?
Estou muito feliz de estar aqui. Graças a todos pela competência, vem prestigiar. Estou muito feliz de estar nessa final com meu camarada Camarão. E também competi com Pedrinho, também estava surfando muito, e o Eta também. Graças a todos que compareceram. Estou muito feliz até ano que vem. Tchau.
Gran aplauso, David Silva. Okay, and now we have our champion of this Pantin Classic Galicia Pro number 28 from Brazil, Thiago Camarão. El Shrimp. ¿Cómo estuvo el torneo?
¿Qué?
¿Cómo estuvo el torneo?
Sí, ahora sí. El torneo estaba increíble, las olas no estaban las mejores, pero las personas que han venido acá han motivado a todos los surfistas que aquí están. Galicia es un lugar muy bonito, Pantin, la playa, todos. Es increíble, muy bonito. Todas las personas, estaba increíble el torneo.
All right, muchas gracias. Y ahora vamos a tomar un foto de familia.
Sí, para la prensa, vamos a ver.
Ahora es el momento para tomar tus fotos. No te pierdas la chance.
Bien, pues con esto, ven, yo creo que hemos finiquitado ya esta entrega de premios.
Así que terminó todo. Estoy un poquito triste.
No, no hay que ponerse triste. Esperamos que nuestros patrocinadores vuelvan a acompañarnos el próximo año.
Bueno, gracias a todos para venir y ya saben.
fallar. Atrévete a vivir.